I know there's some guys down here.
So this is something that I wondered about. This guy up here, he looks exactly like the guy who administered blood to us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does he have the... No, he doesn't have a hat on, so it's got to be a different guy. Does he have a blindfold on? He doesn't. Okay, so blindfold is significant, which I'll talk about later. Pungent blood cocktail. Oh, yes. We're getting tons of good items here.
Yeah,
there is a note.
Hunter's Dream. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'll pick it up. I just want to pull through things real quick. Relax for a
well,
minute.
Don't miss anything. Perfect. Yes. Go. You can get stuck behind that corner if you try really hard.
Can you really?
Yeah, you can.
Oh boy. When the hunt began, the healing church left us, blocking the great bridge to Cathedral Ward, as old Yarnum burned to the ground that moonlit night.
So when the hunt began, so that makes it sound like as soon as the Scourge overtook Yarnum is when they began the hunt. Old Yarnum. The Scourge overtook Old Yarnum and they began the hunt. It got so bad.
Ah, that's who it was. I was like, I know there's an enemy around here somewhere.
Sneaky fuck.
Here we go. There more guys up here? Oh, right, there's the shortcut. Awesome. I love how casually he shoves the door open. Ah, yes, the trolls.
The trolls.
Open. Does not open. Okay. I gotta go to the other side. Cool. I say we go back to the dream and,
There is, I think there's
maybe upgrade some.
bloodstone shard.
What, like on the bridge or something?
Yeah, if you go back up and you drop down to that little side thing.
Mm-hmm.
So no, you said you wanted to upgrade your weapons.
Okay. Over here. Oh!
Oh, Wolfie left us some blood vials. 3? Yeah, you better give us 3 fucking blood vials.
And this leads to the other side of the door too, huh?
I think so, yeah. There's the...
Oh man, that leads up to the beast.
Did you decide if you wanted to summon or not?
I would love to summon if we can find the thing.
Okay.
Cold Blood Dew. That wasn't a bloodstone?
Wait for it. Oh, okay, sorry. I lied. it was blood. It's something.
Alright, let's open this up. Do I go back now?
To the dream?
Yeah.
If you want to.
I see no reason not to. Seeing as I don't have to go through the
8,000
courtyard and all
souls,
that
man.
stuff again.
Whew. This is where that storing
Souls would be amazing.
Would be amazing.
Yeah. Or blood, I mean.
Souls. That's probably gonna happen a lot, if I'm being honest.
What? Oh. I texted Leslie earlier about how you know those videos of like somebody dropping something out of like an airplane or a parachute or so on. It's like super high up. I've always thought to myself, man, like every time I see those, boy, I sure hope that didn't hit anybody.
This is the workshop where you can workshop at the workshop.
You can workshop up at the workshop.
Correct. How many of them do you have? Oh, did you use them?
No, I just repaired the axe. I haven't done anything with it yet. Takes 3. I've got 7. Okay.
Oh my if we'll find another one before we go.
I could do the blunderbuss, but I don't really use it often enough.
I think that it will perform the same stun, I think, without being upgraded.
Yeah.
All it does is increase the damage. I'm not positive, but I think that's all it does.
Wait, where's Gurman?
Sometimes he goes for a little, I was going to say stroll, but he doesn't really walk. He goes for a roll.
I've never seen him not in here before.
Yeah, he goes. I think that, like, he's basically, like, stuck in his memories. Like, this, I think this is the version of the workshop that Garmin remembers. This is like the old grandpa at his house. You know, gets visitors every once in a while, but mostly he's just surrounded by the stuff that is meaningful from his life. And we're sort of thrust into that, whether invited or what, I don't know. Where did he go? I can't remember.
I like how your stamina runs out even in the dream.
Yeah. Garmin, where are you, brother? Brother. I wonder if Insight will activate that. I don't remember.
Gurman is gone!
Garmin. That's good. That's good air. That's good. Quality streaming right there. I did it right before you. Should we do a little bit of a lore?
Right. The items.
Item check.
Yes. Let me.
Is he down here?
Can we see him through here?
Does he go in there? I don't know where he is.
Closed.
Maybe he was just. Maybe he's in his own dream. Maybe this isn't his.
Maybe he's currently on the hunt.
Just left. Oh, you think he fights in his wheelchair?
I mean, there are enemies in wheelchairs that fight you.
True.
And Gurman does not strike me as the kind of guy who's going to let being stuck in a wheelchair stop him.
That's very true. Very true. There we go.
Alright. Special blood used in ministration restores HP. Once a patient has had their blood ministered, a unique but common treatment in Yharnam, successive infusions recall the first and are all the more invigorating for it. No surprise that most Yharnamites are heavy users of blood.
So it has like an intoxicating effect to it. Invigorating. Recall the first. Successive infusions recall the first, so there's an element of like memory to it.
Special bullets used with hunter firearms. Ordinary bullets have no effect on beasts, and so quicksilver bullets fused with the wielder's own blood must be employed. The strength of quicksilver bullets depends greatly upon the wielder's blood tinge. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
Fused with the wielder's own blood. So the blood of somebody else, if you're a beast, causes damage to you. I would really love to know.
I also love the fact that it looks like it's melting.
Yeah.
And that it almost kind of looks like a fingerprint on it.
It does. Yeah. That's cool.
Molotov Cocktail explodes in raging flames when thrown against an object. One of the oldest hunter tools available in the workshop. I think we read this one, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we need to do the oil urn and the pungent blood cocktail and the throwing knives.
When this urn hits its mark, the target is drenched in oil and made extremely flammable. Fire is commonplace on the hunt, and oil urns accentuate its effect. Sometimes, when hunters burn beasts, they appear intoxicated by the euphoria of purification.
That's metal. Yeah. So, I mean, they've got the blood in them. All of the hunters use blood. Mm-hmm. And so, the beastie nature of it. Fire against beasts. Gothic themes again.
Pungent blood cocktail. Mature blood cocktail that releases a pungent odor when thrown that attracts bloodthirsty beasts. A precious tool in sadly short supply. In Yharnam, they produce more blood than alcohol, as the former is more intoxicating.
Humans, man, how long was it before they tried to make anything into alcohol? Is that a banana? Let's make it into...
Let's ferment it.
Bananas.
Throwing knife. Throwing knife with a finely serrated blade. One of the old Hunter Henrik's favorite weapons. Serrated. Ooh. Does not cause a great deal of damage to beasts, but with deft use can distract attackers and keep them at bay.
So this is when we first hear of Henrik, who we will meet later. Henrik is, like it says, one of the old hunters. I'm not sure. I think he is affiliated with the Healing Church.
Mm-hmm.
Just as a distinction, there are different hunters for different organizations. There's the Healing Church hunters, and there are the Workshop hunters, and there are others that we'll hear about more later.
And the Workshop and Healing Church were at odds with each other, right? At one point?
No, not so much. Not so much. There was another organization that was at odds with the Healing Church.
Okay.
Workshop, they're kind of pretty solid dudes. As far as I know, there's not a lot of conflict.
Okay.
Well, I don't know.
We'll find out.
We will find out. I'll find out right now.
Cold Blood Dew. Droplet of cold blood containing blood echoes. Used to gain blood echoes. Hunters sustained by the dream gain strength from blood echoes. A lot of blood echoes. They imbibe the blood with thoughts of reverence, indeed gratitude for their victims.
So there's like a hunter's philosophy going on where they respect the people and they don't hold a grudge against them for their weakness succumbing to becoming beasts. And also just
because them succumbing makes it so that they can be stronger.
Yeah.
A thick droplet of cold blood containing blood echoes. Used to gain a larger amount of blood echoes, a strong will produces thick blood. Doubtless the product of obsession, a potent source of human strength.
So I think cold blood in this form is what they use to extract the bloodstones, which I think is plasma, and then the gemstones, which is the crystallized, and they serve two different purposes.
I already read that. You know, I've never actually looked at that. That's got a really cool design.
Yeah, it almost looks like a double helix from DNA, kind of.
It does. That's cool. There was... Oh, we need to read the torch. Common torch formed by wrapping a pine resin-drenched cloth around the end of a long stick. Hunters choose torches not only because the hunt leads them to the darkest nooks, but also because certain creatures they encounter are possessed of a deathly fear of flame.
So your next run-through has to be a torch run-through.
No.
You can upgrade. It upgrades with arcane, but still never really gets to the point of like... You can stab with it.
Hunter hat. One of the standard articles of hunter attire fashioned at the workshop. A fine piece of fine piece of hunter attire that provides stable defense to anyone facing Yharnam's beastly threat. Recognizable by its withered feathers, this cap is fashioned after one of the old hunters.
So that's a reference to somebody who, if I remember, I hope I remember that when we meet her. But yeah, she's iconic. Her design is spectacular. Mm. So this is kind of their basic gear then, I guess. So the Healing Church had their more kind of like almost like a navy looking type outfit, and this is more of like an assassin or...
It is very much more assassin-esque.
Allows one to stalk beasts unannounced by cover of night. Cool. That's one thing I noticed about the opening cinematic this time I watched it. He's like lurking through the shadows while he's like pulling people back, killing beasts in like quiet.
Oh, uh-huh.
And in alleys and stuff. So it's cool.
If only you could actually do that in this game.
Sort of can. There's not really like cover of night specifically.
Yeah.
But, you can pull things away from their packs.
Alright. Is there anything else? We already read that. Alright. Well, let's put this in storage, because I don't need the bandages and shit. And then, just so I don't accidentally use them like an idiot, we're gonna put these in storage. I'm gonna put those away too. Alright. What can I buy? God, you have to get so far just to get one level. Just to level up.
You have to what?
You have to go so far into the game before you can level up.
Oh, yeah.
Makes starting as a waste of skin so hard.
You got this, dude. I have complete faith in you. Yes.
Alright.
Let's see what they look like.
Very much more sailor-esque.
Mm-hmm. Yar har har.
Look like a pirate now.
Yeah.
I like how in every form, like basically every article of clothing we wear in this game, with the exception of what you start with, like your face is so covered up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, why do they need to hide their identity? Maybe so they can have like a life during the... What are those? What are those? Those silver containers. Maybe they've got bullets in them?
Bullet casings, maybe? Maybe chimes? I don't know. I don't know why you would want to... Yeah, definitely chimes. I don't know why you would have chimes on you, but they kind of look like silver chimes. So, is one of these better over the other? This one has much better arcane.
Yeah, like unless you need specific
bolt,
things.
but these ones are... I'm going to stick with the hunter stuff for now. Just because I think overall the higher physical is more useful right now. I've still only got 2 places on Yarnum, good lord.
Mm-hmm.
Hunter attire worn by Henrik, the old hunter. That's another thing I find interesting, is that by the time we've reached this place, none of the hunters use the dream anymore.
You know, it may be that... Wait, say that again, sorry.
By the time we reach this place, Yarnum, none of the hunters use the dream anymore. Except for you and Gurman.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I believe...
That is true.
If I remember correctly, I believe Eileen straight up states that she can't anymore.
Yeah, she used to be what we are.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of. She fulfilled a different role, but she was like the soul hunter for a while. Or maybe she did fill this role before what she does now. She is very old. So this seems to imply, what I'm reading right now, seems to imply that the workshop, the workshop was heavily affiliated with the Healing Church. In fact, they call it the Healing Church Workshop.
Oh, okay.
So maybe they were...
So they were connected.
Yeah. I never realized that. Here we go.
Alright, let's go through the building. I'm gonna go kill those wolves again. Why? Because I can. It's got a big gun.
With the big, like, blunderbuss looking thing.
Yeah. Can't help but notice that there's people who are like yelling. It seems.
Okay, so I take that back. So the workshop, the original workshop, was loosely affiliated with the Healing Church, but is not their like proprietary workshop or anything.
Sub wolfies.
Mad lad.
Told you I was going back for the wolves again.
Jesus.
Oh, hey, only one of them aggroed.
You got him good.
Nice. I would hope I got him good, considering my axe is repaired and upgraded now.
Okay, so we heard about Ludwig before. I can talk about this. Ludwig was the leader of the Healing Church workshop, and Gehrman was a follower of Ludwig, and he sort of formed his own thing that wasn't like so closely affiliated, but I think that they got along, as far as I know.
Okay.
So there are different workshops. There's quite a few different workshops.
Interesting. Come on. Come on, a little bit closer. You're alive at 1 HP, huh? There. Alright. Do I go get this guy?
Yes.
Alright. Fucking birds! Come on. Are you stuck behind the birds? Is that what's happening right now?
Yeah, those birds they're fucking everything up.
Oh, there we go. Finally got you around the birds. Good. Oh my god. I hate birds. Not the birds!
Alright, this here says that... Oh, I like this better. Okay, headcanon. Headcanon. Gehrman was the original. He created the workshop.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and then Ludwig was one of his followers and created the Healing Church workshop based off of a lot of their designs. So that's something that actually makes sense.
It makes more sense to me, yeah.
We'll see specifically why here in a little bit.
We will.
With Mr.
Okay.
Man. Mr. Man.
Mr. Man?
Mr. Man. Mr.
There's a character coming up? I mean, I remember Eileen the Crow, but...
No, with Mr. Boss Man.
Oh!
We'll see specifically why that makes sense.
I see. I do find that boss easier than the Cleric Beast. Meaning if I have to pick one...
Really?
Oh,
Oof.
yeah.
I don't know. I think I'd rather fight him.
Well, that's what I said. You mean you'd rather fight the Cleric Beast?
No. But...
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'd rather fight, Gascoigne.
I just think it's
the
more.
Beast.
I just think it's more fun to fight the humanoid types because, like, think about like in Dark Souls, you fight the giant dragons. It's like awkward, and you're like trying not to get stepped on and everything.
Well, so the way I see it is there's always, or the reason that I prefer him is the, really, the fact that the fact that you can cheese Gascoigne.
You can?
At least the first half of the fight, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You can, it's not easy because he also has a long range, just like you, but as long as you play it safe, as long as you're careful about it, you can get him stuck on one side of a large gravestone, and you stand on the other side of the gravestone,
That's
and
right.
he can't hit you.
Cheesy. Ooh, that's...
Door! Do you know of any safe places?
Not yet. We don't.
No, not yet. Is there just 2 or 3? I can never remember.
2 or 3 what?
Safe places.
2.
2. So I thought. Is it? Well, we'll talk about it. Oh! Oops.
Alright, here she is. Here's Bird Bay.
Bird Bay.
A hunter, are you? And an outsider? What a mess you've been caught up in. And tonight of all nights. Here, to welcome the new hunter.
Yay!
Prepare yourself for the worst. There are no humans left. They're all flesh-hungry beasts now. Still lingering about. What's wrong? A hunter unnerved by a few beasts?
No, I just want to talk to you.
No matter. Without fear in our hearts, we're little different from the beasts themselves.
Oh, cool.
What are you still doing here? Enough trembling in your boots. A hunter must hunt. What are you?
All right.
Okay, wait, before we leave. Okay, so Eileen is a hunter of hunters.
Mm-hmm.
Originally, she was an outsider like us before she came to Yarnum. She ended up being stuck in the dream, like we are now, and then advanced to this position that she has now. She watches hunters like us and assassinates them before they turn into beasts. So you notice where she's looking. She's standing here observing, I think, so I think up there is across the way. Is that where he is? Is that where Gaston is? Because his house is up there.
No?
Isn't his house up there?
I think it's up there.
We'll go back over there. Down on the... Yeah, so isn't that the bridge across? Yeah, because there's the door, and the ladder's like right there, and you go up, and there's the fence to get through, and the house is right there. Yeah, that's his house. So she's watching Gascon's house.
Okay. I thought that was, I thought that's the door where the troll is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the troll's there.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So she's got her eye on a hunter right now. She is originally from a place called the Hinterlands, which I'm not sure specifically what that is, but it's not. It's probably the area around Yarnum. She is I think she's a native because she performs something called the Sky Burial, which is different from. So ideally, her goal is to kill the hunters before they make their transformation into beasts, as a kind of a sign of respect.
Mm-hmm.
She performs a Sky Burial, which I'm not sure if they
Much like
specifically,
how
but
TV handles zombies. Spend all this time
Exactly.
hunting zombies. I'll put you out of your misery.
Do it, fucking do it. I'm ready.
I don't want to be one of them.
Eileen is one of the coolest characters in the game, and she has one of the coolest looking, one of the coolest weapons, one of the coolest armor sets.
Oh, she's awesome.
And this is just the very beginning of her storyline too. Much more happens with her.
Unless you accidentally kill her like I did my last
Yep,
playthrough.
I've done the same thing. Even just accidentally hitting her is.
Give me the thing, please.
No, you have to cut it down.
Oh. Okay. Get off the platform and then do that. Oh, I hate that.
Yep, it's that game design, man. They love ya.
Alright, there's another one over there. I thought you could pick them up from the body. I don't remember having to cut them down. Huh.
It makes sense. If I was standing right there, I could easily just reach and
Yeah,
grab it.
exactly. I wouldn't have to chop it down and run over.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I have to fall in order to get down there now. Which blows, because there's a lot of guys down there. Hey, buddy.
Just give him a good old salute from above. I don't know if you can.
Dude, I don't even remember how to do the things, the emotes.
An emote? Oh, I was just saying like.
Ah!
I was just saying you should jump down there and do a drop attack on him or whatever. Oh no, the emotes are the left side of the D-pad, the touchpad.
Left side of the touchpad?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you could do two different sides.
And then I don't know what these mean. The arrows and the like.
You're supposed to be able to. Yeah, you're supposed to be able to flick the remote and do it.
Really?
Yeah, it's no. I've only gotten it to work like once or twice, but.
I think I've done it accidentally.
But I've definitely done it accidentally.
Yeah.
I've actually done it in the middle of a fight by accident, and I was like, no!
What kind of fight was that? Where you're just like, attack!
It's the kind of fight where you get real scared and real panicked real fast. I know there's a guy right down here. Where is he right now? Because I don't want him to attack me as soon as I fall. Ah, there he is. Good. Okay. Get some heal. This is where I accidentally fell like an idiot. Okay. God, I just need an insight, man.
Just one. I think this is where we get it. Somewhere around here. You can spend those 8,000 souls or geckos you had.
No. See, there's a gunner around here too, isn't there? Maybe he's over here.
Oh, yeah. There's
there he is.
There's a couple.
So many rats.
I think that behind that pillar to your left, there's another item. Did I see that right? Or behind you? Oh, yeah.
More cold blood.
More cold blood.
So much. Alright, let's get this guy. I'm gonna wait for him to come back this way.